Let's talk about 12 of the different nail shapes that are out there. Number 1 is square. This is the most classic shape. Basically, straight side walls, nice and squared off, but the tips are not rounded, which takes us to squoval or square round, number 2. Now, a squoval square round is basically a square and just the corners are just ever so slightly rounded. It's a popular shape for mums or people who prefer a really nice natural nail. Number 3, almond. This is one of the most requested shapes in our salon. An almond is basically, well, just like an almond. Just visualize a little almond where it comes, the side walls are nice and rounded, and you can either go to a pointy tip or have it nice and rounded. So don't get this confused, guys, with a stiletto. A stiletto is completely different and sculpted and structured completely different. Number 4, stiletto. The stiletto nail comes straight, tapered straight in, really straight side walls, and comes to a really, really sharp point. It's not rounded at all, not like an almond. A lot of people get this confused between an almond or a stiletto. Straight, coming into a mean point, almost kind of like a bird's beak, if you will. Now, you have to make the tip of this super, super sharp, and there's a fair bit of skill to get to a proper stiletto. Really popular for competitions, and it can really showcase your nail art. Number 5, a coffin or a ballerina. So this is once again a really popular shape that's in the salon. It comes in really straight side walls and just tapers off at the end. So almost think of a stiletto, but then just the tip cut off, so it's nice and square. Number 6, round. Number 7, oval. So straight side walls coming out and then just making the ends nice and round once again. Number 8, lipstick. So just like a lipstick. So you can imagine when you buy a brand new lipstick, it almost comes to a slant. So this is actually one that you wouldn't see in salon a fair bit, but it is definitely one of the more extreme styles that are out there. Number 9, mountain peak. I like to call these dragon's claws. So they're they're not really a stiletto, they're not really an almond. You can imagine it's coming out straight and then all of a sudden just taper in. They almost look like little short dragon's nails. Not a shape that you would see often. Sometimes people do this shape when they want to try and get to an almond and or a stiletto, but this is its own shape. Number 10, flare, aka duck's beak nails. Just don't. Why? You know, I don't get it, but each to their own. One of the things that most people request in salon is to have a nail that doesn't look fat or wide. So to me, this just goes against all the rules. Instead of tapering in, the nail goes out at the ends, flares out, just like a duck's beak. Number 11, edge. So an edge nail is it comes to a point, but just almost imagine like a spine, just like that. Super cool, not something you see a lot in salon, but check it out. 12, arrowhead. It's a less severe version of an almond / stiletto. Not something you see a lot, but once again, it's a shape that you might see people trying to attempt other shapes such as a stiletto or almond, but it definitely has a category of its own. There you go, 12 nail shapes.